and I reached around 7th, I think. That is the time when they came and knocked. So if I don't open, then they get worried. So I opened. So then I simply listened the remaining ones, but then till 7th only I could go, because it is a 1 hour 15 minutes video, right? So I started somewhere around 6 o'clock and it went on till 7:15 or so.
Correct. So how was the experience till 7th?
Yeah, so I think the experience was good. So in that, but of course I did not see the light and all that, because there is some light always I see, but I did not see that white light which was mentioned and covering you up and all that. I didn't get that experience.
Okay.
But then I felt I was about to slip into the sleep, and then that's when the knock came.
Okay.
So that was the thing. So I actually, in that Buddha teaching, those 9 levels are mentioned. But then when you do a normal meditation also, you actually go through all that.
Yes, you go through all that. In fact, all the rishis in the Veda, if from Angirasa to Bharadwaja to all of them, they had experienced all the 8 of them. So what happens here is that the 6th one, where the 5th one you have infinite space and then infinite consciousness. Then just like you go to deep sleep in the 7th dhyana, what happens is that you will close off all the senses. So basically the senses are the sense objects are not there, but senses are fully active. So this is what the Turiya state starts from there actually. So 7th you'll get into Turiya. That is the first level of Turiya, and the second level of Turiya is that whether mind exists or it doesn't exist. So neither perception nor non-perception. So that means you can perceive that there is something there, and also you cannot perceive anything, meaning let's say there is no feeling that you are perceiving something, and also you can't say you're not feeling anything.
Yeah, so that's a subtle experience.
Yes, that's subtle experience. So that is the stage 2 of Turiya, and Buddha's contribution is the 3rd one, where you don't have feeling and perception at all. So that closes off everything. So then what you can do is you can come out of your body like a white streak of light, and now you can go wherever you want. Now you can go to heavenly realms of existence and meet people there, talk to them and all that. So the in our what I can say, if you look at the Puranas, they talk about Bhrigu Maharshi going and talking to Vishnu and Lakshmi and this one and that one. So those experience becomes vivid. So what you can do is you can lock your body up here and then go. So then you can also say how many days you would be off. So in the Buddha teaching you will get that also, where he says that how to lock your body and go, meaning just like your house is locked and you're gone, but electricity is there in the home, or UPS is there in the home, and every equipment is working. In the same way your body would be working, but you are not there, meaning the mind is not there. So you can now take the astral projection and go out and meet people, talk to them, do whatever you want to do. And let's say you want to lock the home for 1 month, you can lock it for a month or 1 month. Anything can be going around your body, and there wouldn't be any kind of sensation on the body.
Yeah, I think Buddha has how to say whatever experiences I used to have during the meditations, he has made it named it 1, 2, 3 like that.
Yeah.
So
that one.
I also have a feeling. Okay, fine. So whatever I am getting is also what is there in the scriptures.
Yeah, that's absolutely true. See, there is 2 things which are different. Otherwise, it's all the same. The first thing which is different is that you will see arising and passing away, which is not there. So that is one thing, you have to find it for yourself. And once you find it that you are neither arising and passing, and then you are in Brahman state of consciousness. Okay, so that is the ultimate experience what you are going to have. This one thing is not there, how to do that. And the second thing, what is not there, is that it's more in our tradition is more heavily dependent on japa. So you enter the same state by doing japa. Whereas in the Buddha tradition or Buddha's teaching, there is no japa. Directly you enter into the dhyana. So the Patanjali's way of looking at yama, niyama, asana, pranayama, pratyahara, dharana, dhyana, samadhi, there is no japa there. So it is equivalent to something like that, where you...
Yeah, that's what I also felt. This, whatever meditation, this 9 levels of jnana, I felt it is similar to Patanjali.
Yes.
The names are different, that's all.
Yeah. Patanjali came after Buddha, so he has perfectly found out how to do it, and that is the reason his first opening statement itself says that Yogaha Chitta Vritti Nirodha. So he doesn't talk any theory at all about you have to know Vedanta, you have to know this, you have to know that, you need to know God, you need to do this and that. Nothing he talks about. He straight away comes to the sutra which talks about what is yoga. So Bhagavad Gita 18 chapters is condensed in one single verse of Patanjali, saying that if you want yoga, it means that Chitta Vritti Nirodha, that's all. So the Chitta Vritti is going to happen from 6th level of dhyana. So when you see the consciousness arising in everything, and then your mind stops fluctuating, so you get into first level there, and if you were to die, you are born in that realm of existence, and then the second one that still has even more subtler experience because it's like deep sleep, and then you go to the third one where there is no perception at all. That means you are totally detached, almost gone. And Buddha's contribution is the last one. So Patanjali, what he did is that when he found it out, how it has to be done, he found out that what is missing puzzle in the Upanishadic tradition is that setting the yama and niyama, even though it is there, it is not quite obvious or in a step-by-step approach. So he started with yama and niyama so that one can get into samadhi. So all the three, if you take Shankara's Vedanta to Patanjali and Buddha, they all lead to the same outcome, but the way you go there is different. So if...
Yeah, I think Shankaracharya had a high standard, so he started from that standard, and we have not reached that standard.
Yes, so Shankara is not, in the Shankara's philosophy, if Shankara believes that you are already on the way to Advaita, he doesn't believe that you are still Advaita.
Correct.
So that person who is going to start on the journey is a person who has already given up of being Advaita. So this is not for a family kind of a person. That is, Vedanta is not for a family kind of a person, because it's always Dvaita. So it is a conflicting nature that Jagat is also Satya and Brahman is also Satya, because wife is real, office is real, home is real, the children are real, everything is real. How can you say it is not real? I am experiencing it. So whenever my wife comes and I say that I don't have to experience it, and that looks very ridiculous. So how to remove Nama and Rupa, that you should have found it out before you come to Shankara's philosophy, and then it helps you tremendously to move into the path. Anyway, so good that you're trying out a different and coming to Vedanta. So that becomes even more easier if you attain that and come here.
Yeah, so there is one more which I did. Maybe I did not mention. So this mantra, Om Bhagavate, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Yeah, you can use that.
I told you that, huh? Did I?
No, you didn't tell me that.
Okay. So, why I got attracted to that mantra is when I was pestering you, Vilas, for the word mantra, that time, some 1 or 2 years back, I used to go to one art class where my daughter was studying. So I used to sit there for 2 hours. And there was one person, the owner of that school, he gave me a book. He's a Christian. Normally, he doesn't give me any books because he keeps seeing me reading books. He gave me one book. That's the only book he gave me. That book was on Ramana Maharshi. Okay. So in the first page I opened, this mantra was written. So then I was wondering, okay, I'm asking for a mantra. So this mantra is the one for me or not? I don't know. But then I was not sure. So, but then whatever mantra you gave, I went with that. But then I want to try this out. After that full 4 months I did, and after many months after that, I found the chanting from Sri M on this mantra.
Okay.
So he chants beautifully. It is a 12-minute chant.
Okay.
So I put that and I was meditating. Then that's the first time I experienced that I am limitless and I am just going with that mantra and in a limitless infinite space.
Yes, it will take you there.
So I had many times I did that. So every time the same experience was there. So that you go with that mantra, keep on going, and only that mantra and you are there, or sometimes only the mantra is there, you are not there. So that infinite space it was going. So I think all techniques, Buddha technique or Patanjali's technique or the Vedanta techniques will take you to the same levels of altered state of consciousness. You
Yes.
name it differently in different traditions.
That is true. See, the present or the normal state of consciousness is to identify. Altered state of consciousness is not to identify. So the vichara, which is nothing but thinking, we are always thinking on what we are seeing at this point in time, or hearing or tasting or touching or smelling. So if we have to get rid of it, you require a mantra. So it can be Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya, or you can take any mantra which will cut that, basically. So if you are able to utter it for something like 21 times, maximum 7 into 3, actually you should get the effect at 14. So once you are at 14, you can drop the mantra, because that cuts the initial thought and the pondering of something else, and instead the mantra will start resonating. So you will go through all the dhyana stages, and then it starts expanding. The mantra will then start to reveal itself. So however you take, whichever you take, it works the same way. So some are long sighted and some are short, meaning it will take a little of effort and more of effort. But otherwise, all the three, Patanjali, Buddha and Vedanta of Shankara, but Vedanta of Madhva and Vedanta of Ramanuja wouldn't get you there unless you get into the pure bhakti. Then it works. Otherwise, this marga, what about the jnana, these three will take you to the same place. And Patanjali ends up with Savikalpa Samadhi, and then you have to find your avenues for Nirvikalpa. And Vedanta takes you to realization and liberation. You have to find that out. And Buddha provides you both. So it depends on our sensitivity, or each person's sensitivity of what he or she wants to have and how he or she wants to achieve. But it's good.
Yeah.
Okay, now coming back to this Vivekachudamani, what we are into. So the 15th verse is about self-inquiry, like what we are doing today. So we need to inquire the self, the deep self, that is the Sukshma Sharira. So you have to leave the gross, which is Stula Sharira, you have to leave the Karana Sharira, because that is Rajas, Tamas, Sattva, and only concentrate on the Sukshma Sharira, which is you. And that is the one which takes Janma. And depending upon its nature, it will be given as Sthula Sharira. So the eye, the ear, nose, tongue, and the body is based upon the Vasana, Karma, and the Samskara and the Karma. And depending upon that, that means that Sukshma Sharira would insert itself through the Karana Sharira. So amount of Sattva, amount of Rajas, and amount of Tamas is taken into consideration based upon its Vasana. So somebody's Vasana is very strong in terms of sensual enjoyment, and then they have bad qualities as well, and then straight away it will transfer itself into Tamasic. So then it becomes like a Trichak Yoni, which is nothing but the animal realm of existence. It can be animal or bird or insect or whatever it is. So that is the Yoni, where the body is bent totally. So body, the back is shown to the sun. So that is called a Triyak Yoni or Trichak Yoni. So that becomes Trichak Naraha, that is a human born as an animal. And at the same time, if there is some Punya Phala, then the man is born, but he behaves like more like an animal. So there are a lot of people within our society who behave like animal in any or every given sense. They are aggressive, they are dishonest, they are feeling insecure, they want everything for themselves, and they fight, and they do all kind of nasty things. They use harsh words, and they don't mind killing somebody for getting whatever they want. And also not able to digest if somebody were to get something, and they want to build territories. So if a person is interested in building territories or would like to do like that, then that human being is almost on the verge of becoming an animal in the next life, because that their ends is human kind of life, and he or she is ready to embrace the back shown to the sun. So the true seeker in this regard is somebody who is having sattvic quality. Out of all of the things, the person should first possess a sattvic quality, jignasaha atma vastunaha. So his main ideal is to find the reality, not about any possessions. And samasadhya daya sindhum. So he makes up his mind to approach a guru who has not only seen Brahma viduttamam, that means he has experienced himself what is Brahman state and how it can be achieved, but also willing to teach. And he has a lot of daya. Daya means a feeling of helping nature by the guru, or compassion. Compassion is not a right word. Karuna is compassion. Show of kindness or something like that. So he will then have to find such a guru and then embrace him to get the knowledge. So for that person, that is a person who can inquire and find out the correct knowledge, should be a person who is willing to give up everything in search of that. So what if a person wants to know both, meaning to be in samsara, also wanting to know that? So such a person can never get it. He might get some good punya, but it is very difficult for him to get it because tamas is strong. So when the tamas is strong, the mind cannot let go of nama and rupa. So it will intellectually understand that this is all nama and rupa, but when after that it might not be able to penetrate at all because of the tamasic. So how did the tamasic come? Is because of the vasana. So the sukshma sharira, the one which we want to study as a subject, does not reveal. So basically it is you, and you have to reveal yourself and see that who is putting that light. And since that doesn't happen, the person gets stuck. So the right person is the one who fights with himself to inquire. So that jignasa has to be there. So if we are all of the same kind, then it reveals. Otherwise, it might not. And the 16th verse is a person who is a vidwan. Vidwan means one who is learned. Learned in the sense not due to reading the books or able to say what is there in the book, is one who has an ability to experience all that what is taught to him. And also he has picked up the concept correctly. So that person is a medhavi. Medha means brain. Medhavi is a person who is brainy, and then he has ability to memorize and also reproduce. Meaning, in this case, the memory shouldn't be taken as a skill of repeating. That is not what it really means. What it means is that the person is aware, or rather has remembrance power of whatever has been taught to him and how it should be done. So he knows both. He knows the concept, he knows the application, and he knows the structure and the logic and the reasoning, all that what has been imparted to him by his teacher. And that person is uha poha vichakshanaha. So uhe means assumptions. So he is able to clear assumption, and he can argue with logic why it is something like that. So that person, adhikari atma vidyayam ukta lakshanaha lakshitaha. So now what we need to do, 4 of us, we need to see whether we have this ability or not. Meaning, whatever has been taught, we are able to retain, we are able to repeat, and we are able to know how it has to be. So it is a concept is understood, concept can be applied, and concept is the person is able to put his logic and reasoning to see why it works that particular way. So that person is qualified to inquire into the true nature. So this one test we need to do for ourselves from whatever we have learned so far from the last almost 2+ years. So where have we reached, whether we have this with us. And then we know for ourselves whether we fit it or we don't fit it at all. And then we have to do something about fitting it, meaning to say that we have to keep on reducing the tamasic nature and developing the sattvic nature, so that this retention power and ability to logically reason out and convince those people who are having doubt and clear their doubts. So that is a good thing to have. Any comments on this? So this is one thing what we need to develop before we go to the next one. Next one is all about Viveka, Vairagya and all that. And that is our homework for tomorrow.
I don't have doubt.
Okay. Fine. So now what needs to be done for today, tomorrow and day after tomorrow? 3 days. So today is Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, 4 days. So we have this fourfold qualification. Vivekinaha viraktasya shamadi guna shalinaha mumuktoho eva hi brahma jignasa yoga yata mata sadhanani atra chatvari katitani manishibihi eshu satsu eva samishtita yadha bhavena siddhyati adau nitya anitya vastu vivekaha parignyayate iha amutra phalabhoga viragaha tadanantaram shamadhi shakta षट संपत्ति मुमुक्षत्वम इति स्फुटम ब्रह्म सत्यम जगन्मिथ्य इति एवं रूपः विनिश्चितः सह अयं नित्य अनित्य वस्तु विवेकः समुधारितः तद् वैराग्यं जिहासा या दर्शन श्रवण आदिभिः देहादि ब्रह्म पर्यन्ते हि अनित्ये भोग वस्तुनि विरज्य विषय व्रताद दोषाद दृष्ट्या मुहुर्मुहुः स्वलक्ष्ये नियत अवस्था मनसः शम उच्यते विषयेभ्यः पर्यवर्तः स्थापनं स्वगोलोके उभयेषाम् इंद्रियाणां सद्दमः परिकीर्तितः बाह्य अनालम्बनं वृत्तेः एष उपार्थित उत्तम. So till 23rd verse from 17 we have to take it for next 2 days. In that what we need to implement is the 20th verse. Brahma Satyam Jagat Mithya. I think Lata has already done to a good extent. So for the other two, this should be the activity for today, tomorrow, 2 days. In whatever you are doing, from now till you sleep and the next day, can you do this about what is Satya and what is Mithya? Is it possible?
I am already practicing, but not throughout the day. Morning hours is more, and other time when it comes to my mind, suddenly it comes. it generally diversion is there full time in the real world, but here I used to say that from real, what you call our day-to-day transaction world, suddenly that trigger comes, then that time I go to that. But the morning hours, it is very good. Progress is there, improvement is there. See, I am not able to even remember Jagan Nitya or something. Our mind itself is not there.
Right.
It is just in that stage.
Okay.
But that practice I have increased, and it is giving me much better results.
Okay. So, can you do it all the day for today and tomorrow? Meaning you can make a note of it, and as many times it goes away, that many times you have to note.
Yes. First I have to bring it, then when it brings, mind drops. Then I am in that. But when suddenly some external disturbance comes in terms of sound or something, then you go back to the normal world.
That's correct. So what you need to do is, whenever it breaks, you have to make note of it. Now let us say after this, like in my case also, after this there is a meeting at 9:30 till 10:30. There is a meeting.
Yeah.
I am attending the meeting. Now the question should be, who is attending the meeting? In the meeting. So your hearing is hearing, and anyway you can't see anyone. So like we, four of us, we are meeting, but there is no face. It's only the sound. So can we stop doing the face? Meaning, can we stop producing the face? Can we do that? Because at present there is no face. But mind is able to produce a face.
Yes.
So can you stop that?
Yeah, it is possible. For me, if I bring that morning experience, whatever I have, I can just extend it here, as if I am what you call in that mode. Then the transaction stops. When the transaction stops, but that is, we are supposed to do it here.
Yes. So if whenever the form gets created, you have to make a note in your diary. Anyway, you write. So Padma Shri, this also is for you and Lata and myself, all the four of us, let's say, without any differentiation. So can we, for today and tomorrow, make note of whenever it breaks, whenever we create an image. So we make a note of that image, meaning say that, okay, let's say I'm talking to you and the Bhatt image is created in the mind. I have not seen you for last, let us say the last time we spoke was when we had meeting with Vishal and Ganesh. So at that time I had seen you. Other than that I have not seen you. But now if the face comes in front of me, then Jagat is Satya.
If face comes, Jagat is Satya. But it should be Mithya actually.
It is Mithya, right? At present there is no face of Bhatt.
Yeah.
But the mind has already created that image.
Yes.
No, so it is not.
That is Mithya, right? Creating image.
Yes, but then without creating image, you cannot speak also. You try it out. It's fun.
Yeah. Without creating image, you can't do anything. Because there is nothing. What to communicate?
So first we create an image. Like, Padma Shri, I have not seen her. At least I don't think so. I've seen her after office. That is, this should be 2 years of not seeing her face to face, even on a video. I don't know, Padma Shri, I don't think so we ever had a video call. Are you there, Padma Shri?
Yeah. Video call, no, we have, and I don't generally have a video call.
So you don't generally have a video call. That means the last time we have seen each other might be in first week of March of of 2020.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
which is 1 year plus.
Actually, I have not been to the office from March 7th or 8th, meaning the week before they really office declared the this one. I am not there in office.
Even I was not there. That means the last time we have seen each other was in February.
So that means Padma's 2 years old image is there in our mind, and you are interacting with that image, right?
Yes, which
It
is
is false.
mithya. Which
False
is
image.
mithya. Which is mithya.
Hmm.
So can we practice this with everyone?
Then 1 minute. See, what exactly you are now trying to do with us? Is it that I should remember that image and discuss, or drop that image? But if you drop image, you can't discuss.
No, you can discuss. That is the practice.
Can discuss.
You can discuss it.
Actually, I tried this, Vilas, because there are so many people whom we talk in the office. Not many of them put even their photos in the what do you call it?
Profile.
The profile. The photos are also not there. The team space, the photos are also not there. So now, if I'm talking to them, I have no clue how they look. I don't even make any effort to imagine how they look. I only interact with the voice. Because there are so many people like that, and especially now in my role, I'm meeting so many people who are, for the first time, I'm talking to them and I'm having interaction with them. I have no clue how their face looks like, how their. So I don't even have an image, and they're not even Indians. They're of different countries, so I don't even have that. What do you call prototypes, which I can fix. Hello.
So
Yeah, but soft skill, it says that the body language is 70% of communication.
Yeah, but
Sometimes that video helps, right?
When you don't have it, you are only relying on sound. And with that sound I interact, and most often this one is not there. Meaning sound is not the one which you will put too much emotion into. Many times, many of the people don't put their emotion in sound. So it is kind of new. Most often I have very neutral discussions. I don't even know how that person is looking, or what that person might say. And even to compare, I should have. That is when Lata said no yesterday when she was talking about. I have always come to my house with my mother there, right? And my mother has always been there. And for me, the thought, it was only because I was comparing with that, the emotion was getting attached. The moment I stopped that thought, it was like a neutral base on which she started interacting with the things around in her house. The same thing now I am feeling with many of the meetings. Many of the meetings I'm feeling like that, because I don't have any base on which I can. If we can say that, okay, I don't know, that is why it is not coming. But even with people whom I know, I don't even start to imagine faces now.
good. So the second thing we need to do is to, when we have the sound, you shouldn't imagine the emotion.
That we have to start. That is there sometimes, because if I know a person, then I start to put those. I try to understand what is the emotion with which he is talking. But then if I don't know the person, I can't make out what the emotion is. So I don't even try to make an analysis of that one.
Yeah. So if we can do this between today and tomorrow, I mean, what is the assignment here is that as many times as we associate with the sound or sight or taste or touch or smell, if we are attached to it, either in a positive or negative way, you have to make a note of it. So which one you liked, meaning let's say there is a food on the plate and excitement starts about the food. So you have to make a note. Now I am feeling excited about the food. That's all. That's all you need to do. And eat the food. Okay. And if you, like in the meeting, if you are excited to see the person or whatever it is, and then you have to make a note of it. and if it is touch. So when we are touching something, is there any excitement or feeling? That you'll get two. For both of them, there is an excitement. One excitement to like it, another excitement not to like it, meaning you want to throw it away. So if we can work on this between today and tomorrow, you will learn what is Viveka. And that helps.
So you are talking about only with the people or with the
everything.
When you interact with the computer, see, you have computer and that you have so YouTube, and then you can see people and then you are interacting.
Yes. So let us say,
when you watch such things, naturally your focus goes there and you'll be completely immersed in that if the topic is interesting to you.
yes. So
if
you
the
have to
topic
make a
is
note
not
of it.
interesting, you will go to somebody is talking, okay.
Yes.
And the other person is listening. Generally in that we have that webinars and all that. If it's interesting, you are well connected. Not interesting, your mind will go to emails here, there and all that, like monkey.
Correct.
Now in this meditation, what exactly we should do?
You should make a note that you are moving to another one. I'll give you a practical example, but let's say after coming home, you are, or not coming, you are in the home only. Let's say you have some time and you will put on YouTube and you go to Shatabdani Ganesh. Let's say he is giving a talk.
Yes.
You have to make a note why you are going there. Okay.
Okay, I will try to respond to your question. Why I am going there is that Vishaya is interesting.
So why you think that Vishaya is interesting, you have to see. Because that is because that Vishaya is interesting is because in my mind, maybe Shatavadhani is talking now on Raghuamsha. I am very much interested to know that how Shatavadhani gives me knowledge about Raghuamsha. That is Sri Rama and all is complete. Got it.
That's interest in that topic. More is about the topic and the person guru who is teaching, because he is the best person to teach that part. That's the reason I am listening to him, even though there are so many other people.
Correct, agreeable. I'm not saying that you shouldn't. Now what happens here is that when you start listening, you get immersed into that Raghuamsha.
Yes.
So you'll forget all about yourself.
Correct. That happens. I will be watching and listening. I don't sit and listen.
That's okay.
Always go to terrace and walk and listen. Yes.
Okay, no problem. So now you forget all about walking also when you are hearing. Correct.
Correct. I forget about walking. Correct.
You forget about walking. You also forget about how you are breathing also.
Yes.
Okay. Now you are totally immersed into it.
Correct.
When you are immersed into it, you are in Loka, which is Brahman Satya. Jagat Satya.
Jagat Satya Loka.
So, but what are you trying to do? You want to make Jagat Mithya.
I should make Jagat Mithya.
But you are making Jagat Satya.
This mind, through mind I am getting knowledge and I am making that as Satya. Correct.
So Jagat is Satya.
Completely opposite. You are right.
So now for that 2 hours or whatever hours you are listening to,
maybe 30 minutes. I don't do much.
Fine. Even half an hour, let's say. For that half an hour, the mind has created Satya. So it will not let go of it.
30 minutes, what mind has created Jagat as Satya. Yes.
So it will not allow you to get out of it, because now what you're going to do is.
You are right.
So now after that half an hour, you have another video of Shatabdani Ganesh as a continuation. So the interest will get about what is going to happen next.
Correct.
So you will find a suitable time to again continue watching for next half an hour, let's say.
Yes, because of that only the continuity happens.
Yes. So for that 1 hour, you have made Jagat Satya, and office work again Jagat Satya. Okay.
Yeah. Whole day is Satya except that moment I told you, no? That is the moment I am not interacting with the world. I am interacting with myself.
So now what you prove to yourself is you are an Aviveki.
No doubt in that.
So,
This is
Vivekachudamani.
Shuddha Vivek.
It is the this one, the Vivekachudamani is not for you. See, the first thing we need to do is to cut off that video. Mind will jump up saying that no, I should watch it. It is very good, and this one, that.
Yeah, I feel like if I don't watch for few things I have in my mind, like Garuda Purana, I wanted to read, and similarly all these Bhartrahari, there are so many people now, they have created so much wealth of documents for us to read about India, Indian. That either Kalidasa way of doing it or Kumarila Bhatta. There are so many. I thought I should read something and understand that.
Correct.
But now everything is mithya.
Yes.
Whatever I learn is mithya only. There is nothing. Nothing that satya I am learning.
So you are literally.
And there is nothing to learn as satya. It is already there. Why you should learn? You experience it.
Yes. So in a way, you are following Dvaita philosophy.
Pakka, that I told you a number of times.
No.
Pakka Dvaita I am following.
Then in that case, your teacher is Madhvacharya.
Whomever it is, what I am doing is Dvaita is known to me.
Yes.
Only for those moments, I am not Dvaita, and I don't know whether I am Advaita also, but I am not.
So for today and tomorrow, the objective is to make Jagat Mithya. Can you do that? To experience Jagat as Mithya. So let's say while you are attending to the meeting, you know it is the same old meeting. There's no difference than yesterday. With whomever you are going to meet, you know for sure it is almost the same meeting. Can you just attend like an outsider, like a vendor? Can you do
Third
that?
party. Uninfluenced person. Unbiased person.
Uninfluenced, you should not speak. You should allow that other party to keep on speaking whatever they are speaking. And you are just listening. You are just giving your ear.
I will do that today.
Okay.
Let me see.
Okay, that you do.
Then, then it will come back like question to me, back to me. So then that time I have to give some opinions or decisions.
Yes,
So how
you
to
try
do
it
that?
out. No, you try it out. You will get an answer. Then and there you'll get an answer.
Is it? Okay. I'm very much interested to do this part. Because I was thinking today morning only how to extend that. You see, in the past 1 week I have extended from earlier with that Rudrakshi Mala and I have Patika Mala. From there I extended to Gayatri. And from Gayatri I have extended both sides, more time. Till the end of Sandhyavandana I can be in that. Now I was thinking that I can extend more also. It's the right time you are giving me some inputs. I'll try.
So now you are saying, or we are saying, Brahman Satya, right? So you are saying Brahman is not Satya, Manas Satya, Jagat Satya. If you say, what should I reply when they ask me something? It means that Manas is Satya, Jagat is Satya, which is the current state.
Yes.
We don't know. We don't know Brahman is there. We are conceptualizing Brahman, which is part of the mind. So what you need to do is, or what we four needs to do today, is just to be an observer. And it is also in the Purana, in our scriptures or in Upanishad, it talks about Sakshi Bhava, correct?
Yes.
Can we become that Sakshi Bhava for today and tomorrow in anything you are doing? Right from cleaning your home to walking to talking to your wife and attending meetings and all that, except for watching video. So what you need to do is stop watching video for today and tomorrow. 2 days, no videos, okay? No TV, no news.
Anyway, TV I don't.
You don't
No news. I will stop everything. Social media, nothing.
Then you have to observe your mind. You have to just observe the mind, how mind will now try proving what it was doing was right.
1 minute. If I do that, what will happen?
What
What
will
exactly will come to my thought now during this time? Meeting I can't avoid, I have to attend, but I'll be watching. Okay.
now the thing is, when you watch the video, let's say you are not watching the video.
No, decided I will not watch today.
Fine.
It is
So
fine. Perfect.
when you don't watch the video, then you have a lot of time.
Yes.
Now it will say that why don't we read some book?
Yes.
You shouldn't do that also.
I should not do that. I was thinking to read Vivekachudamani today.
Don't read.
I should not do that also.
Just keep on watching whatever the mind is asking. It is
But
like
don't do anything. What you are telling, don't do anything. Just what do you call? No actions.
No action.
Karmendriya, don't give any actions today.
yes. For today,
Jnanendriya, whatever comes, let it come. Correct?
let it come. So just observe. So you will get a thought about why am I wasting time like this.
Yes.
Then
that will happen.
then you get a thought about am I doing it correct? Why should we waste our time? And spirituality is something where we shouldn't be wasting any time. And how will I spend my time? Right? So this second thought will come. Then the third thought will come. Maybe what Vilas said I did not understand. Maybe I should have asked him correctly what I should be doing now. Now I am having half an hour time. What should I be watching? I'm not watching anything, and I'm not reading anything also.
Yeah, I have understood. You're telling don't do anything, but to get that time of don't do anything, I can create maybe in between some 30 minutes, 2 times, or today maybe even after office hours, I can do don't do anything kind of simplicity. Don't do anything.
No. Now
And
what?
mind also try to don't do anything. I can do that.
No. Mind will start doing a lot of things, so you need to observe. And
Observe the mind. Okay.
you need to observe like an observer. That is, a child has come to you and it is asking for chocolate. So it asks
Yes.
chocolate for the first time to the father, get me one chocolate. And the father is looking at it. And it starts making some noise, saying that I need the chocolate now, otherwise I'll cry and all that, right?
Yes.
So that we need to do.
See, if I don't do anything, can I close my eyes? That's more comfortable for me.
No, you shouldn't close your eyes.
Don't close.
You should.
Then immediately you see something. That something comes inside.
No, that is the practice. Now you will come to know whether Jagat is really Mithya or Satya. So that is the one. Then Vairagya. So for today and tomorrow, we will spend time like this, and you will come to know whether Viveka is possible or not.
Observation. You are telling observe.
Observe your day. Observe your day.
Observe your thought. Okay.
Yes. And tomorrow so that's the reason I just went ahead and read all of them.
So 2 things I'll do. When people talk in any meetings, maximum observation, less talk.
No, you have to observe, and also you have to observe the thought, observe the talk.
Yes.
Like you are like a vendor. So just like I am a vendor to ABB, the same thing. Like just
Yeah. Full attention. But only observation.
only observation.
Good. I will try it. It's a very good
So
way of telling that I am Shuddha Viveki. I am Shuddha Viveki now.
the mind will say, no, let's watch something. We shouldn't be spending time like this.
Yeah. No, I am very much interested in this.
Yeah. Try it out. It will be fun.
Very much interested.
So
Yes.
tomorrow we'll discuss about it, and also we'll take Vairagya for tomorrow. So Vivek.
Today is which sloka? I see you read
20.
so many slokas. Still 24. Today is 20th. Huh?
20. Only 20.
Okay. Oh, Brahma Satyam Jaganmithyetmevam Rupe Vinishchaya Soyam Nitya Nitya Vastu Viveka Samudahritaha. Yeah.
So you will come to know what is real and what is unreal. Today itself.
And it's a very, very good exercise. I will also tell you what is the impact of this in my tomorrow's meditation.
Yes, you can. And then we will use tomorrow. What we will do, we'll take Vairagya. So we will take Viveka and Vairagya for tomorrow. So that means today is Tuesday. We have taken this, and Wednesday we have taken Viveka and Vairagya. And Thursday we'll take Shama, Dhamma and Uparati. And Friday, the same Shama, Dhamma, Uparati.
And we have to continue that meditation throughout.
So we will be doing all the 9.
Perfect.
And we will see where we are failing.
Yeah.
Okay, that's all.
Thank you. Yes.
Yeah, sure. Padmashri, are you okay with this assignment?
Yes, Vilas, I am okay with this.
Okay, so this is for all the 4 of us, so including me and Lata as well. So we'll do that. And you need to make a note of it, how many times you have missed it. Now let's say 9:30 I'm having one meeting. So I have to make a note, how many times did I miss it in the meeting? That it is mithya. So you just have to keep on making notes. Don't have to question why it happened, and don't feel remorse, meaning don't feel...
Note is for, if I think it is mithya, that is one note, right?
Yes, no, if you think it is satya, you have to make one note.
Correct, sorry, satya. Mithya, satya means misunderstanding.
Vilas, only the note will be full with only 124 hours.
Yeah, we will come to know. We will come to know today itself how is our Viveka.
Yeah, but I think you will learn how to observe the mind.
Yeah, that is the whole idea. Anyway, let us try it out. See, there is no hard and fast rule. See, let us do it, and we are going to fail. It is fine. I mean, there's nothing deep impact of
Yeah,
it.
I think you will forget maybe for 2 to 3 hours. You're supposed to do it.
This is the first day of cycling. Only fall will happen.
No, why are you predicting?
To know that we have failed also is a good improvement.
Yes, absolutely.
Exactly.
You will not come to know at all. Mind is so powerful that you will never come to know that you have failed.
Even we are continuously moving on like this, right?
Yes.
Even if we stop and see that we have failed, that is a great improvement from where we are.
Yes. So that is the assignment for all 4 of us for tomorrow morning.
Sure.
Okay.
I will sincerely do it.
Okay. All right then. So same thing with all the 4. So let us sincerely do it.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Sure.
Right. All right. Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.